Everybody, welcome to the Power Rankings and Recap video for Week 4. Last week I was quite late with that Saturday video, so figured I'd be super punctual this week. Tuesday morning, bright and early, got my coffee, figure first thing we do is talk some football today. So the matchups are fresh. Let's get to it. First up, we have Return of the Macklin versus Marshawn Lynchpin. Just a historic performance by Return of the Macklin. Well done, Drew Melson. Almost hit 200 points, which I don't think has been ever seen before in this league. If he hit 200, we would have had to give him like a bonus win or something. That would have been amazing. I think all the close losses for Return of the Macklin made him just like rage this week and Hulk smash Ben's team to pieces. Marshawn Lynchpin, what could you do? Marshawn Lynch was on a bye. Your team leader, your vocal yet not super bright team leader was on the bench this week. And so the heart wasn't in the matchup. Marshawn Lynch wasn't there. So tough loss. Macklin with the very comfortable win this week. All right, next up we have Going Green versus Melson Molesters. Now, looking at this matchup, you'd maybe think, Going Green got in the bag. How much is he going to win by? 60? 80? Turns out a pretty close matchup. It was only a 12-point game. Melson Molesters, proud of you. Melson Molesters is a real team now. An actual matchup each week. Pretty solid performance. Well done. I think that tough love from the first 2 weeks has motivated this squad to perform. Still not a huge fan of the team name, but well done. All right, next up we have Braveheart Chicken Wings versus Ertz So Good, and Braveheart Chicken Wings brought it again this week. Well done. Big point total. Started 0 guys out with injury again. Well done. And also the randos of Braveheart Chicken Wings are doing great. This week, top 2 scorers from this team were Eddie Royal and Martellus Bennett. So they're getting it done. Whoever's getting points, it doesn't matter as long as that team is winning. Now, Ertz So Good. What has happened? Well, mostly you can point at LaShawn McCoy. McCoy is supposed to be just a stud, a top pick this year, and 1.7 points this week. He used to get 1.7 points per play. And now, I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know what happened to the Eagles in general this week. That was just upsetting. It still hurts. Still have nightmares about it. So tough loss for Ertz So Good. Needs to regroup and figure it out. Alright, next up we have Gimme the Loot versus Flipadelphia. Frown face because the undefeated dream is dead. Gimme the Loot got me this week. And it looked like it was going to be a close matchup. Looking at the projections, even through like the 1 o'clock games, you know, it was supposed to be like 170 to 160, somewhere in there. Then the 4 o'clock games came in, and both teams just went to shit. And Philadelphia went a little more to shit. As I was yelling at the TV for Nick Foles to do anything for A, the real Eagles, and B, my fantasy team. And so it's just double terrible. And then Sunday night, the game was on the line, and the Drew Brees to Jimmy Graham connection. That's tough to beat. Tough to beat. And that got John the win. Last up, we have the Bears versus We Are Garbage. And this was this week's Garbage Bowl. So 2 0-3 teams. Someone has to win. It is required. Barring a change in ESPN rules or fantasy scoring, someone has to win. And the Bears, they were projected to win. They got the win pretty comfortably. But I do want to talk about the point distribution. It was just bonkers. So the Bears got 138 points. 105 of those came from just his wide receivers. We have talked about how the Bears is made up of wide receivers and just a bunch of trash. Just like randos who barely deserve to be on a fantasy team. That's the rest of his roster. And his wide receivers are really all he has. If he got some real players, watch out. Now, We Are Garbage. This is the other hilarious point. The Bears wide receivers got 105 points. We Are Garbage only got 104 points this week. So I just wish Pat was like, I'm going to start my wide receivers, and then maybe I don't really want to start a quarterback, running back, tight end, defense, or kicker this week. I'll just let it ride with my receivers. Still would have got the win. So quite a performance from the Bears and a very comfortable win. So interesting matchups this week, and it was quite a battle all around.